What's up, YouTube? This your boy bigboyfactsjonny, and tonight I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. So you guys can do hit that like button, comment down below, and share the video. And that's all I gotta say. Alright, AEW Dynamite. The first hour was a good show, but the second hour was decent. That's all I gotta say. Match card number 1: Hangman Page versus Matt Caster, accompanied by Anthony Bowens. This was pretty good. So it says Hangman drops Bowens and Hangman hammers Caster, cranium against the turnbuckle before stomping some MC in him. Hangman soon honks him with a follow-away slam. 1 count. Caster finally fights back with Hangman, but he gets met with a big old boot. Hangman hits a senton and covers Caster for a pin attempt. The fight spills to the outside, and a Bowens distraction allows Caster no capitalize. Hangman, however, rebounds and flies back on Caster to the outside. Hangman crouch MC on the barricade and lariat him off. Hangman sends Caster in the ring, but Max pulled him into the ropes. The ref checks on Caster, and that allows Bowen to attack Page. Back in the ring, he sends him. A few attacks by Max gets a 2 count. Max wrenches the arm of Hangman and turns it into a crossface. Page powers out and drops Caster with some shots before hitting a Ron Simmons spinebuster. Larry in the corner, followed by an exploder suplex, 2 count. 2 men battled it out on the apron, but Hangman drives the spine of Caster on the ring frame. Hangman ascends up top. Bowens distract and Caster struggles to climb, but does slam Page down and wrenches the arm. Caster soon leaps off the top, and Hangman catches him with a clothesline. Page goes for a deadeye, but Bowens slides the boombox in. Hangman slides it out, and Bowens slides his chain. Caster uses it, but only get a 2. Page goes for the buckshot, but Bowens wants more medals. Page fights him off and his finisher on Caster for the win. The winner of the match, Hangman Page. Alright, so we get Death Triangle comes out, and Tony Schiavone props. He reminds us that they have a shot at the World Tag Team titles next week, but out comes Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends with Chris Statlander. Orange Cassidy says it's really nice to see all 3 members of them in the ring again. It reminds them of their attack at last year's AEW Revolution. Pac says he thinks he understands why they are here. Clearly, they see the writing on the wall. They want a shot at the next tag champs, don't they? He tells them to jog on and get off the stage. Trent says that's not a problem. We gotta work their way back up. He says they can calm down, and they're only out here to give them a heads up. The boys are back in town. Plus an alien. They cut to a no audio clip of Mike Tyson talking to Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer. Out comes the inner circle. Chris Jericho has a beersky growing. Jericho says Jacksonville sounds great tonight in the inner circle. Has a lot to say after the break. This promo was fantastic by Chris Jericho. Anyway, back from the break, Jericho says they are back in the black and back, baby. He says that Pinnacle beatdown taught them a lot. It gave them a wake-up call. He apologized for all those bad decisions, but they were caused by MJF. His jerk-off friend. That part was funny. He might not be smart in certain things like chemistry, but he is smart in pro wrestling. He knows how dangerous his jerk-off friend is, but they got outsmarted by him. MJF is only 25 years old. Is at the pinnacle of the pro wrestling business. MJF wants to be better than Jericho now, but he says take baby steps. He tells him his Burberry scarf sucks. He was rocking that gimmick 5 years ago. Max isn't as good as he thinks he is. He believes his own hype. He calls MJF a mark. Chris is going to change Mark to Max. Truth is, he never be better than him, and he knows it. Jericho calls Toll Blanchard the third-ranked member of the Four Horsemen. And then he compares Dax and Cass to the Jonas Brothers. He mentions Sean Spears tried to call him after he got fired from the Fed 10 years ago. He also calls Rollo dumb. They are going to kick Pinnacle's you-know-what. Pinnacle versus an Inner Circle on May 25th in a blood and guts match. That match itself is going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see that. The worst is yet to come, and God helps you for it, Jericho yells. This was the best promo of the entire show right here. Dasha is backstage with Christian Cage, how he is feeling and what's next for him. He figures last week he's the culmination of an entire year of taking back what was taken from him several years ago. He credits Frankie Kazarian last week. When you step in the ring with him, he makes wrestlers level up. And in comes Taz. Taz says 7 years is as long time. He offers him a spot as a member of Team Taz and tells him to sleep on it. Match card number 2. So we get Bear Country versus Jurassic Express. It says the winner of the match, Luchasaurus. QT Marshall runs down Cody Rhodes and then puts over Komoroto Solo and Anthony Ogo. QT says that the Nightmare faction is his you-know-what faction. After the break, Tony Schiavone introduced Sting. He comes out, but so does Jake Roberts. He calls Darby Allin Sting Gearbill friend. He starts cutting the promo, and out comes Lance Archer, who grabs the mic and says the world is going to pay attention to the Murderhawk monster. This is his time. Sting snatches the mic and says he agrees with him. He thinks Archer is main event material, and he tells Jake Roberts to help him make it happen. Make it showtime and do it. All three men walk off as Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky laugh about it in the stands. This was a pretty good promo by Sting. We cut to Team Taz. Ricky Starks wants Brian Cage to speak, but Taz tells him to stop instigating. They have an opportunity to recruit Christian, and they gotta play it smart. Stark says absolutely understood. Match card number 3, TNT champion J.D. Drake versus Darby Allin. This match was good. It says both men showed their athleticism, and JD chops him hard. Darby dives through JD as Ryan Nemeth distracts Darby, allowing Jake to shoulder block him midair. Back in the ring, JD sentons on top of Darby as Sting chases Nemeth out of Daily Place break time. Back from it, Drake bounced Darby off the ropes onto the outside of an uppercut. Drake tries to cannonball Darby in the barricade, but Darby moves and takes out both him and Bonnie. Darby breaks the count. JD crunches Darby Allin on the top and puts him in a tree of wool. Drake goes for a Vader bomb and then a moonsault, but Darby rolls out of the second one. Two men trade slaps on top before Darby hits an avalanche code red before nailing a coffin drop for the win. The winner and still your TNT champion, Darby Allin. So we get post-match. Hardy family office attack Darby Allin as Sting and Dark Order come out to protect the TNT champion. Tay Conti attacks the Bundy on stage. We preview tonight's main event between Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers against John Moxley and the Young Bucks. Jericho is about to speak to Marvelous, but Pentagon attack him. They throw him in the ring as a gang of assault begins. MJF struggles him with his Burberry scarf as Tool slaps him. FTR spikes power driving him. They look in their dressing room as they show him breaking through the door. Wallow goes to powerbomb him through the table as Mike Tyson walks out. The Furies away as Sean Spears. Out comes and back up Tyson. He and Jericho buried the hatchet as MJF is irritated as they run off the hills. So we get match card number 4, the Bunny versus Tay Conti. This match was good. The winner of the match, Tay Conti. Main event, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus John Mox and the Young Bucks. This main event was good. The winner of the match, the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. So the Good Brothers pick up Mox for the Young Bucks to super kick Mox. They do it. You sold out. Chant and Tony Schiavone says the Bullet Club is back together. The AEW Dynamite was a decent show. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. My name is bigboyfactsjonny, and I'll talk to you guys later. The first hour of AEW was good, and the second hour was decent. Bigboyfactsjonny, and I'm out of here.